What's going on, everybody? Fauci from Fauci Cinema back with a new series that I am going to dive into. Instead of doing full-fledged movie reviews, which I really didn't have the best of time doing, they didn't really get much traction for me. I wanted to talk about movies in a different way. So I decided to do 5 things we love about. So it's not going to be a full movie review, but it's going to talk about some of the aspects of the films that I discuss that we enjoy or that I enjoy and, the majority of people enjoy. I wanted to start this thing off with none other than an 80s staple, probably one of the best movies of all time, Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Terminator. I'll be back.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is The Terminator. Your future is in its hands. In the 21st century, a weapon will be invented like no other. This weapon will be powerful, versatile, and indestructible. It can't be reasoned with. It can't be bargained with. It will feel no pity, no remorse, no pain, no fear. It will have only one purpose: to return to the present and prevent the future. This weapon will be called the Terminator.
You're dead, honey.
What day is it? The date!
12th May, Thursday.
What year? I'm here to help you. I'm Reese. DN 38416, assigned to protect you. You've been targeted for termination.
Why does it only me? Why me?
Arnold Schwarzenegger is The Terminator. Your future is in its hands.
Like I said, guys, welcome to the channel. Please think about subscribing for all this horror goodness that I talk about on Fauci Cinema, live streams, watch-alongs, unboxing videos from time to time. A lot of shorts I've been doing recently, showing off my Blu-ray collection, my steel books. Please think about subscribing. Like the video. It really does mean a lot. It helps get this out to as few people as possible because nobody watches my videos. But it does sort of help get it out in the algorithm, so it does help. And think about dropping a comment down below. It means a lot. Doesn't matter what you say. Don't give a flying shit. Anything you want to say, drop it down below. But like I said, I'm talking about an 80s classic. It's directed by James Cameron. Came out in 1984, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Linda Hamilton. I'm talking about The Terminator. Is it a horror movie? Maybe. Is it a slasher? Maybe. Is it an action movie? Maybe. Is it a sci-fi movie? Maybe. Is it all of the above? Maybe. It's all personal preference. But I wanted to talk about 5 things that I love about The Terminator. Number 1, obviously, the elephant in the room. Arnold as the Terminator. Could we pick anyone better than Arnold Schwarzenegger? I mean, this just solidified his career as a leading man. This movie took him to the next level. He got role after role after role after being in The Terminator. He came back for the sequel, T2, came back for Terminator 3, and he just keeps coming back, We love him. Kindergarten Cop is one of my personal favorites out there. If anybody likes it, let me know down below. Kindergarten Cop is fantastic. Grew up with that movie, watched it a ton. Absolutely love it. Jingle All the Way, too. Christmas staple in this house. It's a cyborg version of Michael Myers. That's what the Terminator is. A cyborg version of Michael Myers. He can't be killed. You're shooting him, you're stabbing him, you're doing whatever. He's still coming at you. He's got that stalking down. He takes out anyone that gets in his way of his target. Obviously, Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor. It works. It's amazing. He does speak a little, so he does have that on top of Myers. And I know you're like, this isn't a slasher movie, but it kind of is. It kind of is. If you replace the gun in this movie with a knife, an axe, a machete, it's a slasher movie. Through and through, it's a slasher movie. I think we consider Chopping Mall a slasher movie, and that's about fucking robots in a mall shooting people with like lasers and shit. So if that qualifies, then I think the Terminator got to qualify. And another thing, great intimidation factor. Arnold, obviously, professional bodybuilder back in the day. He's a very big dude. He towers over almost everybody. So it's a miracle he could find clothes that fit him in this movie from a normal guy on the streets. But, you know, it is what it is. Just the intimidation factor that he brings. You're not gonna, if you see him coming at you, you're gonna run. There's no, hey, let's stand up and fight. People tried to do that in this movie, and it did not work. So definitely Arnold as the Terminator. Second thing that I love about the Terminator is the gritty New York slasher vibes that I get from this movie.
Where does it want me?
Kind of got that guerrilla flair. More looking like a low budget film than if it would come out today with a $35-40 million budget. You know, it didn't have that back in the day. James Cameron, great direction. This really, you know, jumped. He did a couple movies before this, if I'm not mistaken, but this one kind of catapulted his career into where he went. Avatar, Titanic, so on and so forth. I mean, this really did get him started in a positive direction. The horror elements mixed with the slasher elements, mixed with sci-fi, mixed with action. You got car chases, you got, you know, running chases, you got gun shootouts, you got brutal murder throughout this movie. I know that sounds terrible. I know that fucking sounds awful. But that's what makes this movie so great. Just, it never has a dull moment from the beginning to the end. The great story you follow throughout, just the way that it looks, the grit. You know, it's kind of grimy, kind of dirty. Really seems like an actual event that happened, kind of the way that this was portrayed. You know, looks like we might have a little bit of an early CGI in this movie, possibly. You know, it's from '84. What do you expect? It wasn't going to be, you know, the most amazing thing in the world. But heck, we're 2024, and CGI is still pretty much dog shit. So I don't really know what else you wanted. So yeah, second thing I love, gritty slasher vibes. And I'm a slasher guy, so you know that was going to make this list. Number 3, the action and the kills. Now,
No fear. It will have only one purpose. To return to the present and prevent the future. This weapon will be called the Terminator.
You're dead.
if you look at, I know they're not knife kills and cool creative kills, mostly gunshots and getting blown the fuck up. But there's over 40 deaths total in this movie from all the kill counts that I've checked out. So if you're into kills, this movie's gonna work. If you're into action movies, this movie's gonna work. You got long, drawn-out chases, long, drawn-out shootouts. I mean, for example, the police station. Holy shit, that's Michael Myers Halloween 4 shit. Before Michael Myers Halloween 4 shit, and that we actually could see. If we got the Michael Myers, police station massacre in the movie, another level. This had the balls to put it in there. Arnold killing all the cops, making lots of bacon. I'm sorry. That wasn't right. It's not real though, so it's okay. Amazing. Them street thugs punches that one guy, rips out his heart like Jason in Friday the 13th Part 6. I mean, I don't know what else. What more do you need? I don't know. If this movie has it. This movie never stops. It never lets up from the beginning to the end. It's just 100 miles an hour badassery the whole way. And I'm down for it because you guys know me. I'm not a slow-paced guy. I'm not a slow burn, lover. And this is not a slow burn. This is action. And I dig it. So number 3, the action and the kills. A 4th thing that I loved, kind of an alternative to that. Nice little transition, nice little, kind of buffer for all of the action and the killing. It's a nice little love story between Kyle Reese and Sarah Connor. Played by the wonderful, beautiful Linda Hamilton. It's just a nice change of pace. It was, kind of, dire straits the whole way through, kind of down in the dumps, negativity throughout the movie, obviously, and then this was the bright spot, the uplifting moment for Sarah Connor going through this obviously traumatic experience. Her and Kyle fall in love. Obviously, the Terminator was sent back to kill Sarah Connor, who was going to give birth to, the savior, who was going to shut down Skynet and destroy all of this. So that was nice. They had their moment. They were in that hotel, I believe. The passion. They fell in love with each other throughout this. It wasn't even that long of a time, and they fell in love with each other. And it was a nice counterbalance to, all the blood and the gore and the kills and the action. So I really, really did enjoy that. And I'll talk about a little honorable mention here in a second, if you know what I'm saying. Wink, wink. So love story, Kyle and Sarah, number 4. And the 5th thing I love about the Terminator, it's a combo platter. The soundtrack and the special effects.
In the 21st century, a weapon will be invented like no other. This weapon will be powerful, versatile, and indestructible. It can't be reasoned with. It can't be bought.
For being in 84, these special effects were badass. Everything, it looked pretty legit. The freaking Terminator robot, the cyborg himself, looked amazing after the skin fell off. The wounds that were in this movie, like once somebody got shot or, they were stitching up with Kyle Reese, and it looked really, really realistic. The special effects were great. The gunfights, the crashes, all of it looked amazing. Like I said, a little honky CGI here and there. Obviously, it's 84. I don't even know if we have computer-generated images back then. I'm assuming we do. And obviously, you could tell they're fake. But what do you expect? Does not take away from this movie. I mean, this movie has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, for crying out loud. What the fuck else do you want? You hate Rotten Tomatoes, but you're not going to hate on them for giving it 100% certified fresh? I didn't think so. But this movie just totally rules. I give it a 5 out of 5 personally. I find no flaws in this movie whatsoever, and I am very hard to please. Also, an honorable mention. Can I say Linda Hamilton's boobies look really nice? I'm sorry. I may be perverted, but it's art. And that scene, and the sex scene, and her boobies. Whew, Linda Hamilton looking good. Shout out to you, Linda Hamilton. Little chef's kiss on top of this movie. And if it is a slasher, you gotta have the boobies. They deliver the boobies. And the sex scene. So this might be a slasher. We got partying, we got kills, we got action, we got sex scenes, we got boobies. What more do you want? Terminator is amazing. And these have been the 5 things that we love about the Terminator. Let me know some of the things you love about the Terminator down below in the comments section. I would love to hear them. I'm excited about this series. And also, if there's any movies you guys would like me to do on this new series, let me know down below in the comments, and I will try my best to get around to them. This was a blast talking Terminator. I give it a 5 out of 5. And you know what? I'd also like to know what you guys give the Terminator out of 5 down below in the comments section. This is going to be a great discussion. I look forward to hearing it. And I can't thank you guys enough for clicking on this video and listen to me rant for about 15 fucking minutes. But thank you guys. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button on the way out. It really, really helps me out. Really appreciate it. And also, ring the bell, because you never know when I'm going to do a video. YouTube doesn't do a good job of notifying, but ring it anyway. They might let you know so you can come and check me out when I'm going live. Usually Tuesday or Wednesday nights. Really appreciate it. Mwah. Links are down below. to my Patreon and my Buy Me a Coffee and my YouTube memberships. You get the cool badges and whatnot. Really appreciate it. Appreciate everything you guys do. And I will see you in the next video. I'll be back.